Soccer Coaches, also a proud sponsor, USA Soccer, and Wilson Trophy Company, provider of trophies for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period, that's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
We made it to nationals, and that was amazing because we were one of the best. I think at the time it was the 4 teams. It was a round robin, actually. So it was the best 4 teams in the whole nation, and so we thought we were just the next best thing since sliced bread. And I think that playing in that tournament was so surreal because you played against other club teams that were so good and at the same level as you that you don't necessarily always get the chance or opportunity to play against, which was so great for us because we were like, wow, these girls are like just as good as us, if not better, and we have to compete at the highest level and play these 3 games, or at that, it was a round robin, so we played the 4. But still, that just reminds me of how competitive I was and my teammates were at that age, which also I think helped me get to the next level. And being that competitive at the club level, I mean, has only helped me, continue to grow in my competitive spirit and level that I'm playing at right now.
The national championships was really, really special. I think that was like the biggest thing I had really won, and that's kind of for youth soccer growing up, that was kind of the ultimate prize. And I think we were always super ambitious in achieving that and to have that happen. And I think what's so special about youth soccer is that it's really your family. The girls that you grow up with become like your sisters, and you do everything, and there's just like such a strong camaraderie there. So to play with a team that you've played for a while with, and with these girls, it's a very special feeling to win something like that.
Those were really great moments because at such a young age, I feel like I was competing for something and really working hard to, perform for my team. And it was no longer just about, whatever the result is the result. I mean, at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But that was probably the moments that I was like, whoa, we got to win. We got a state championship on our hands that we can actually bring home. And I think those are really cool moments because, you remember a lot of the times that you win. You try to remember the losses as well because you do learn from them. But at the same time, you want to remember the wins that you have. So state championships were definitely a really important part of my memory.
Our state cup was fun. My team was very competitive. I mean, we had a lot of competition as well, but I can't remember how many we won. Maybe 9, I think, is what we counted with our team, which made it so much fun. That was always like the big goal at the end is win state cup, go to regionals, and go to nationals. And we always fell short going to nationals, so it still hurts today to even talk about. But I had so much fun in those tournaments, and my team made it even 10 times better to be a part of.
I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were and, making these lifelong bonds.
My name is Tony Mcmanus. We are the 01 Lady Lobos Rush out of Memphis, Tennessee. We were here in the finals last year. Unfortunately, did not finish it out, but that gave us a little bit of motivation going into this year.
It's been crazy, and it's just been really hard because everybody here is so good, and everybody is good because they win their state cup, and so there are other ways to get in, and so it's been really difficult. But we pushed through it, and we were able to come out on top.
For us, it's a little difficult because we work with a lot of underprivileged kids, kids that can't afford to really play at big clubs. So we're very small. We haven't been around very long. We put in a lot of work with the kids. We pick them up. We've been working with these guys, just try to give them a future, something to look forward to, get them out the streets, put them in a place where they can come and just have fun, meet other kids, and train hard, and just give them a goal, whether it's college or to the next level. So we've been very successful at doing that at this level. So it's been a great process.
this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You know, you want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that. And they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, you know, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired. They were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you scored the winning goal for the team. We worked so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come and they give you a run for your money.
I think soccer in a whole creates a family. The bake sales, the car washes, the raising of money, it brings all of us together, and we are one. And on to national.
Hey, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. John Peters here with you. Daniel Reed, our producer. It is a Chamber of Commerce day here in Overland Park, Kansas, as we get ready for Championship Day. It is already underway. Several age groups starting at 7 a.m., 7:15. It's a staggered start. This group here will go at 7:30. In just a couple of minutes, it will be first kick and getting started. We see on the field the trophy right here in front of us. Also the ball that is being used to start will be pulled after first stoppage and be given to the champion team. So it's Premier SC out of Baltimore under Coach Val Teixeira. They're taking on the Lobos Rush Premier team. They're out of Collierville, Tennessee. Tony Mcmanus, the coach there. Let's go over the starters here. We'll go ahead and give you the starters right now so that when we start, we will jump right in. The starters, first of all, for the Premier SC squad, it's Alyssa Minnick. She's in the goal. Lizzie Taylor wearing number 2. Number 3 is Jenna Sneed. Number 4, Emma Bocanegra. Number 5, Phoebe Canoles. Number 8, Nia Christopher. Number 9, Sophia Aguera. Number 12, Aya Neal. Brianna Bush wearing number 15. Madison Carr wearing 16. And Alexandra Fava, number 22. We're on field 3 of the Shields Soccer Complex here in Overland Park. And as I said, just absolutely gorgeous morning as we get ready for start time. Lobos Rush out of Collierville, Tennessee. Tony Mcmanus, the head coach. Mark Forrest, the assistant. Here are the starters. Jenna Kemp wearing number 3. Elizabeth Slavinsky, 7. Number 8, Sarah Block. Number 9, Caroline Manley. Number 10, Sydney Hamm. Number 13, Phoebe Harpole. Number 17, Ashton Story. Number 21, Campbell Cavisto. In the goal, Allison Luckhart. Wearing number 26. Number 34 is Meredith Nye, and rounding out the starters, number 88, Lauren Capocacha. And we will see in goal the different colors here. First of all, for the Collierville Lobos Rush team, it will be a neon green, number 26, Allison Luckhart. She'll be trotting back there to goal on the right side as you're watching. The Lobos Rush will be moving right to left. The Premier SC team in the Navy will be moving left to right. Collierville Lobos Rush in white. Got the gold numbers as we started out. Number 22, Fava, works it up, quickly taken away in the midfield and working back the other way. Nice pass into the middle. That's picked up there by number 7, Slavinsky. Working it back in a little possession. Here's a long ball sent in. Down at the other end, we'll say the keeper, Minnick, in the bright orange. And it looks like black shorts. Ball being worked around. Wearing number 1, a white 1 on the back. Ball worked across. A lot of space here on the near side. That's number 34, Nye. Nye will work it in, looking for options. Sends it out to the left side, near side. Number 10, that's Hamm. Hamm sends it through. Will it go all the way? It will. Let's talk a little bit about Sydney Hamm. Has 3 goals this past week and has really been a leader in that category. 3 other players with 2 goals. Calderoni, Cavisto, and Slavinsky with 2 each. Kemp, Stalls, and Story with 1 goal each. I was going to say we'll recapture and recount. There's the ball being sent off that will be presented to the champion team. A ball, a specially made ball for this championship match. And great job there by the officials as they pull that ball out after the first stoppage. Actually used in the match and now presented at the end as part of the trophy presentation. So here we go, back at it again. I was going to say, let's take a minute and recount the goals in the first 2 matches for the Lobos Rush. All right, we've already done that. They did not score. No goal scored in the first 2, and probably wondering if they would even make it any further. And they bounced back with an 8-0 victory against Michigan Jaguars. That was the 3rd game of the week, putting them into the semis. They then won against La Roca, a team, tough team there, and they won 4-2. So here we go. 8 goals scored in that match on Thursday. Kemp, Hamm scoring 2, Calderoni scoring 2, Cavisto scoring 2, Kemp scored 1, and Stahl scoring 1. So great bounce back there as this team came together. Talking with Coach Mcmanus earlier, a lot of college players coming together, really not having all that much practice time. And so they kind of gelled as they came through the week. Ball worked around again as we return to action here. Ball on the far side. It'll be tossed in quickly over there. Number 21, Cavisto, sends it forward there to Slavinsky. Slavinsky going against Neal. Now stolen away. That ball, not a very good pass to the back, just right to the defender. So once again, in the back this time, it's Manley. Works it forward. Turning in the middle, Story looking for options, taken away. Here comes the premier squad. Number 16, Carr, has also scored well for Coach Val Teixeira and his assistant Jimmy Knowles. Carr with 2 goals this week. Knowles with 1, Christopher 1, Fialco Miser with 1, and Greenberg with 1. There are your scores. This premier team tied the La Roca team that we mentioned earlier out of Utah. Actually, yes, that same La Roca team that met the Collierville squad, Lobos Rush, in the semis. Ball the far side, little joust over there. Let's see who wins it. It's going to come back toward the midfield. Lobos Rush with it. Coaches trying to get their teams going here early on this Sunday morning championship day here at the U.S. Youth National Championships, U.S. Youth Soccer, and what a great job. You can check out usyouthsoccer.org and get all the stats, schedules, all the latest news. So goal kick coming up here. That'll be Luckhart. She'll put it in play. A little bit of breeze, not a whole lot right now. May pick up throughout, but maybe a little bit left to right, far side to near side. Not affecting much right now. The sun could be a factor on the near side going to the goals. The sun just rising up behind us here in the eyes of the fans on the far side. Ball sent back there by number 34, Nye. She'll send it back to Luckhart. Luckhart sends it out, bounding around, headed by Kemp. Now on the side. Now worked there by Fava. Fava will send it on toward the corner, and the offside flag goes up. Well, that sends us to the names of our officials here in the middle. Alan Martinez. AR1 is Amanda DiBiasio. AR2, Gracie Baker, over there on the far side looking into the sun. And our 4th official here on the side answering all our questions, helping with substitutes. And the time is Melvin Rivas. The two teams see the Lady Logos Rush Premier. You see the LLRP on the screen for Premier PRM. Down the side, ball worked in. See if we can get a left foot cross here. And if you're the Lobos Rush, ball sent in, and it'll be smothered there by Minnick, but an opportunity early on here for Lobos Rush as they came down this near side, and the ball sent in by Hamm. And the 4-2 semi victory, we'll talk about that first of all for Lobos Rush. There were 4 goals scored by 4 different players. Actually 3 players. Slavinsky with 2, Hamm and Story with 1 each for Lobos Rush. Ball sent back now, tapped down. Jenna Sneed wearing the captain's armband. That ball sent forward. Christopher chasing it, but the defense there to pick it away. Now going forward is Kemp. Converged by 2 defenders. Neal now will play it. Send it on to the far side. And here we go again. Lobos Rush trying to make a rush up the pitch. Coming across number 21, Cavisto. Taken away. Looking for options. Defense paramount, of course, here in a championship. That's why these teams have come this far. On the other side, let's talk about the games, the contest for this Premier SC squad. La Roca, as we said, a 2-2 tie as Neal feeds the ball back. Sends it forward so we can continue to. They lost then on this same field to TFA Elite, a team out of Cincinnati. And the only goal scored in that game was by Fiocco Miser. And then a 1-0 victory over National Union Black out of Michigan. That was the clincher to get into the semis. The 1 goal scored by Carr is a 1-0 victory. And then coming back against a tough Celtic Premier squad out of Utah, winning 2-0 with Christopher and Greenberg getting the goals. Well, we've given you a lot of the background. Let's focus in now on the contest at hand. So far, just kind of going back and forth and seeing the work being done mainly in the midfield. Had a couple opportunities thus far. 15 right in front of us. That was Brianna Bush tossed it in. Ball sent down, trying to work it around. Christopher putting the pressure, but that ball will go out for a goal kick. Christopher on the week with 1 goal. As we said, Madison Carr leading the way with 2. On the other side, Hamm with 3. And a reminder then that Lobos Rush had no goals the first 2 matches. Had a draw at 0s and then a 3-0 loss to 1776. Here we go. Play in. That's going to be sent across a little bit too high for Christopher. She will chase it down. Send it back out. Let's see if that's, looks like maybe Favak stepping up. The ball sent in by Bush. 1 hop, and it's a true hop here on this artificial turf. We're on an artificial turf here at Shields Soccer Complex. The ball will roll well. It will roll quickly, and it will bounce, have true bounces, so a good pitch to work on if you're the players. Ball worked here by number 4 there, Boca Negra. She'll send it forward. Working defensively there was Kemp, I do believe. Luckhart will now. Luckhart will set it down. She'll put it into play. Wind freshening up just a little bit. That ball will bend toward the sideline. Picked up Boca Negra now. She will send it on down toward Christopher. Right on the line, but she keeps it in. The AR1 says it just trailed across, so flag goes up. Tossing it in will be Nye, Meredith Nye. A lot of players attending and committed to different colleges and universities. We'll touch on that as we go through. That ball sent forward. Coach Mcmanus making a point of that a lot of these players already playing in college, and many will take off right here. Ball into the box now, cleared out to the side. Kept in play. Good job by Boca Negra. She trying to earn the corner. She does. So we'll step forward so we can see the corner. And you folks have the best seat in the house. Good work here, camera folks. Maria, Georgia, and Riyadh doing the job with the cameras. High above us here on the scaffolding and down on the field as well. Daniel Reed, our producer, working the replays, bringing you the pictures. Here's the shot into the service into the box. It will be cleared out. Looks like it'll be a toss in. So that corner was set in motion by Manley. By Alguera. Tossed in now by Bush. Bush committed to Gettysburg College. As I mentioned, the Premier SC squad out of Baltimore, Maryland. And will that ball, it will be a throw in. Boy, right at the flag. There was some tight work there to get the throw instead of the corner. And let's see how far this toss will come. It's once again will be Brianna Bush. She's going to step right up to the line, so more of a traditional short toss. Gets it into Knowles. Knowles sends it in, but easy play there for Luckhart. Luckhart with a verbal commitment to the University of South Alabama. I believe that's the Jaguars. Ball on the far side, working it up. Got some space. Here's a ball into the box. Christopher tries to get it, and there's a shot and a score. A great job there getting that ball in, and that score by guess who? Madison Carr puts another one in. The first celebration. Coach Teixeira with the big hug for his leading scorer, and he's sending them right back out. Said, get back out there, ladies. And the whole team running quickly over to the side. So good job in the middle. And Carr comes away. That's going to be her third goal of this championship week. So here we go. We see the celebration right there. You've seen the replay, and there's the celebration. Right back at it. Now bounce back time if you're the Lobos Rush. Bounce back is traditionally used in the golf world, and what do you do after getting a bogey? How do you play on the next hole? Well, this is an opportunity for Lobos Rush to bounce back after giving up this early goal. Ball in the midfield. Capocacia sends it up here. Chasing that one is Kemp. Kemp looking for options, sends it through. Nobody on the backside, however, and it's squashed there by Minnick. Ball will be put in play by Minnick, as we said. The orange, she's committed to University of Maryland, Baltimore County, UMBC. Bocanegra sends it through a little bit much. And you can see the excitement here, and the tension ratchets up even higher. Championship day. It was a tense day here yesterday in the semifinals, but even more so here in the championship. Hustling in, number 10, that's Hamm. She reaches a couple of defenders. She'll work by, has a chance, works it to the right and just picked the pocket there. And a nice job on the defense. I believe that was Sneed that was there to hit that ball and take it out of danger's way. Now turning, taking it back the other way, Kemp. Cleared again. Trying to find a crease in the defense. Working to the right. Short pass. Right back. A little give and go. Out on the far side, calling for it. You had a couple players. And that ball worked here on the side. It will be a toss in. Bocanegra doing the job. Trying to get that number for you back in the back. Wearing an armband, I believe it's Sneed, Jenna Sneed, who is the defender back in the back there, helping out with Neal. Ball work forward. Kemp. Actually, that was Sneed in the middle. We'll get that other number as they come back. Now we see it. Number 5 is Knowles wearing the other armband. So Knowles and Sneed, the two players with the captain's armbands here for Premier SC. Now worked Back now, the pressure put on by Christopher. High pressure here. That ball had some spin on it. Get into the car. Let's see if she can. The flag goes up as the shot goes out, and everything comes to a halt. It will be brought back to the point of the infraction. So back in the back, you have Knowles wearing number 5 with the captain's armband for Premier SC. And in the middle, it's Sneed wearing number 3. She has the other captain's armband for Premier SC. Looking on the other side, there's a ball worked around there by Fava. Fava now pickpocketed by Kemp. They'll send it back toward Luckhart. She will choose a target, sends it over to the far side. Over on that far side, looks like Story working it up. We'll get that for sure. Maybe Harpole. Hard to pick the numbers up. We'll have those numbers a little clearer here in the second half. Manley also over there as well. That ball sent in. Good job flicking that one away. That was Harpole. And a whistle there. It will be brought back out, put on the turf for the kick. In the middle, once again, official Alan Martinez. And a ball sent down the side. It will go out. Now we have our first sub coming in for Lobos Rush. It'll be Holly Stalls. Stalls comes in. Stalls, verbal commitment to University of Louisville. Future Cardinal. Coming out. Meredith Nye will come out. Verbal commitment to Tennessee Tech. Cookeville, Tennessee. So trotting across is Holly Stalls. Here's the toss in by Premier. Back and forth we go. A little ping pong. Now a little break. Here's some space. Working it forward, looking for options. Stepping up is Knowles. And had a whistle there. Knowles will set it down. And waiting, saw the arm of referee Rivas come up to signify where the infraction took place, where the foul was. It was right there. Knowles steps into it. Big right foot sent forward. It's headed down. Coming here near side. Little touch here. We'll bring it over to Slavinsky. Now they're working it around. Now down the corner. Good job there. Ball sent back. Looks like Knowles will get there first. Settles it toward teammate Bush. Bush sends it forward. Christopher right back. Christopher trying to get a touch. He does. Trying to step in. Good job by the midfield there. Kemp takes it away. She'll take it the other way. Looking. Right on the line. Good job there of keeping it in by Slavinsky before Knowles takes it away. Knowles, Neal anchoring that back line. Knowles now working up to the midfield. May have that freedom where she can kind of move a little bit wherever she would like. She's going to step back now in the back. Harpole now will send it back to Luckhart. Little pressure being put on by Carr. Ball settled. Pressure quickly applied. Now coming over to Kemp. Or excuse me, Sneed. She'll send it into Luckhart. All right, getting some of the names now, and we're early on here. Let's look and see on the clock, about the 20th minute. So for another 25 minutes or so. Neal going up against Stalls. That ball will go out. Aya Neal with a verbal commitment to Charleston Southern University. Looking at some of the others here. Boca Negra, Johns Hopkins University. Knowles Towson University in the CAA, the Colonial Athletic Association. Right there in Baltimore, I do believe. Here's the next sub coming in. This will be Calderoni. So you have a couple of subs coming in, Stalls and Calderoni, who are goal scorers. Calderoni has a couple this championship week. Stalls also with one this week. And she checks in for number 17, Story. Stalls for Story. Trotting across to the other side. Once again, the sun shining from the near side across. Fans looking right into the sun. And the keepers, of course, if a ball is a corner from the near side, then you could have that same issue and a ball that gets up in the air a little bit. So here's the toss. Little breeze blowing left to right. That's going to be chested down. Nice job by one of the fans. Had to move his camera out of the way and then settled it there on the side for the throw. Ball sent in, gets loose. It'll be sent down to the corner. And I will say not quite as good a work there in the corner by the fans. The ball gets by. 1-0 your score. Madison Carr coming through with that goal. It was a ball that really made its way to 2 or 3 of the premier players. And finally it was Carr, point blank, puts it in the back of the goal. Working it over there is Calderone. Becca Calderone. Now sent it up. Taken away by Neal, and then a pass that found its way right back to Lobos rush. Everybody moving to the far side of the pitch as far as we're looking at it and you're looking at it on your monitors. Really no one on this near side. Might have some spacing. If you are to get someone loose on this near side, either team might have a good run at it. Here's a toss right down the side. Carr over there. Sent back the other way. Neal will pop it forward. Playing it over there is Lizzie Taylor. Lizzie Taylor, a small player, but very quick. Has a good energy out there. Here's a toss. Carr now sending across. Here we go. Some work maybe toward this near side. Bocanegra now looking for options. Checking the spacing. Carr. Fava. Fava turns. Met some defenders. Cavisto, one of those. Cavisto will hit it off of Fava. It'll be a toss in right in front of the fans. 2 small sets of bleachers here on field 3, but then a lot of folks bringing their own lounge chairs and setting those over on the far side. Championship day, the matches are staggered about 15 minutes apart so that the trophy presentations can be done in a timely manner. That ball sent toward the corner. Chasing it down is Manley. Manley will let it run across the line. It'll be a throw in. Christopher down there as well, but we have a sub in the meantime. First sub here for Premier. Premier SC out of Baltimore. And once again, your score is 1-0. Watching the action here on the side, getting lots of info from folks, and we will try to find out who they had the assist on that Carr goal as well. Ball work by Fava now, sends it in. Another opportunity here. Can they get to it? It's going to go off to the side. Is it a corner? No, it'll be a goal kick, but ball that got in there quickly. That was number 17, Fiocco Miser, who just checked in as a sub. Fresh legs coming in at the 25th minute. Luckhart will put it in play. Good job by Luckhart. He had to come off the line. As we said, Luckhart, verbal commitment to University of South Alabama. South Alabama in the Sun Belt Conference. Ball on the far side. Sneed. Sneed picked up well, marked up, no whistle, playing on. She somehow gets up and retrieves the ball. Here's a cross into the box. And looks like the offside flag was up. AR1 pointing to the spot where it will be put in play. Luckhart quickly puts it in play. Sent out on the far side. Now with a little possession time. Trying to set up. Now you have a couple of players here on the near side. We talked about that space that might be available. Slavinsky, one of those players. And here comes a nice move right through the middle. Cut diagonally through the pitch. Ball sent back by Block. Nice pass there. Sending it on forward there to Calderoni. Calderoni, that's ball in. Shot. Saved. An amazing save. It was by the feet, I believe, at first, as Stalls came in. And that was the opportunity that we've seen, the best opportunity for Lobos rush. And Minnick got that ball. It looked as if it was a save with the feet, and then had to clutch it. Ball sent out to the right. Minnick comes out. Also putting pressure in there was Cavisto. So you see that play by Stalls, a tall, strong player. As we said, a verbal commitment to the University of Louisville. You can see why. That ball flicked off. It'll be a toss in here for Premier. Looks as if it will be Elguera who will toss it in. That's now Bush will step up instead. Sub coming in will be Leia Black. Black will come in for Taylor. Lizzie Taylor wearing number 2 comes out, 23 in. And number 15, Brianna Bush, will be tossing it. Tossed down toward the corner. And that will be a toss in there for Lobos rush. The Lobos in white, as we've said, gold numbers. Little black or navy trim. On the other side, navy uniforms with white trim and white numbers for the Premier team out of Baltimore. Collier's Veer near Memphis, little suburb. Say little, a suburb, won't say little. Ball to the side, being chased there by Blocks. You'll keep it in play. Ball worked around. Defense now taking control, sending it forward. Trying to find an opening. Fava puts pressure and takes it away. Turning there, nice job. Ryuko Hogan, and the offside flag is up. Nobody sees it yet, but the offside flag was up. Offside. The offside flag is up, so it's a little anticlimactic here as the celebration took place. The referee's talking about it, however, with the side official, and I guess he could overrule it. There will be discussion, and let's see what the referee says. And the goal will score. And the referee in the middle, Alan Martinez, goes to the side, and he will come over. I believe referee Martinez is going to explain it. So there it is, a second goal. And as we said, we were looking at the offside flag, so we didn't give the full celebration effect, but that is goal number 2 as Madison Carr comes through with her second goal of this match. So now Lobos Rush will really be climbing the mountain to try to get back in this, down by 2. But we saw it a while ago. They had a great opportunity with Miss Holly Stalls, and I think you would try to work that way again. Try to replicate what you did earlier. Work her in and try to work that ball to those forwards. You've got Stalls up there, Slavinsky. Also out there is Kemp. So great opportunities. That ball gets through, and here we go, right at it. That ball is in. Here's a shot. It will be Scoop. Minnick has to secure it, as if that ball had come out just the least little bit. You had a Lobos Rush player flashing by, and that player was Calderoni. ready to take advantage. So ball on the near side. Sneed, she'll chase it. That ball will go under the trailer and off to the other side. Assistant coach Jimmy Canoles being put to work chasing that one down. And the ball coming back in. We have a sub coming in as we speak. That will be Kiana Miller. And she is coming in for Canoles. Oh, that is incorrect. Brianna Bush. Canoles was coming over here to put the ball in play. So Canoles will step up, put this championship ball in play. Right now, 2-0. Premier jumping out with 2 goals by Carr. That ball sent to the right post. It's coming in, true bounce. And that was a ball that I think Coach Mcmanus would have liked to see Luckhart come out and just catch it in the air. Carr trying to take it away on the far side. And right now, Carr, player of the match thus far. Sub getting ready to come in will be number 25, Daniela Cabral. Cabral will come in. I'll give you the player that she's subbing for here in just a moment. Looks like Alguera. Cabral will step in. Also coming in will be number 80, Madison Greenberg. Greenberg scored a key goal in the semis. That was yesterday, the 2-0 victory over Celtic Premier JR. That's out of Utah. Greenberg with that number 80. Easy to pick that out. So here we go. Here's the toss. Sent in toward Carr. Defense there. They will surround it and try to take it away, but it's worked down toward the corner. That's Black over there. Stays with it, and she will maintain possession with the throw-in. Looking at the 33rd minute here. Premier with the 2 goals by Madison Carr and the 2-goal lead. Let's see, that will be touched down. It'll be a corner. Corner here for Premier, and it looks like Madison Greenberg is the one going over there to send that ball in. Some of the other players, Fava is committed to the University of Kentucky as Greenberg puts this in play. Right foot. She looks into the sun. Should not be any sort of factor. Maybe a little breeze that will bend it in toward the keeper. Luckhart's low ball. Sends that one into Fiocco Miser. Now a high ball sent in across near the top of the box. Headed back. Luckhart will come out, get it on the second bounce, and try to get her troops on up the pitch. So you've had opportunities for Rush. Lobos Rush has had the opportunities. They just need to put one in the back of the net if you're a Lobos Rush fan. Ball worked down the side. Fiocco Miser now works in, takes it into the left. Cross top of the box. Box works out the right. Greenberg still with it. Now loses it to the defense. Good job there by the defenders. Looking up for options here near side. That will go through, and Canoles will pick it up. Working it forward there is Kemp. Fava looks to Carr. Broken up nicely. Kemp once again has some space. Now stepping up her numerical counterpart, number 3, Sneed. Sends it back there to Block. Block will send it off the side. Great name for a defender. Now working up, number 21 out there is Cavisto. Ball in the box, and Minnick will scoop it up. Running right in there. See who that was that came in. There's Block once again. Fiocco Miser, she took a whack to the foot. Turns around. Working around, surrounded by Navy shirts. It'll be a toss in here for Premier. be Miller. Waiting for the toss. Here we go. Miller tosses it in, going toward the corner. Back in the back there is Block. I think we'll be saying her name a lot. Be a toss in there. Miller will go back to do the honors. I think we've covered most of the commitments for the Premier SC squad. On the other side, Kemp, University of Mississippi. Slavinsky, Middle Tennessee State. We'll give you a few more here in a moment. Here's the toss. Let's see if it's a toss into the box. The wind really in the face of Miller. Here's the throw. Fiocca Miser now, she'll turn. Ball touched. Carr now sends it back toward Miller. Sent into the box. Nobody there except the keeper. And Lockhart will smother it. Middle Tennessee State for Slavinsky. Block, Tennessee Tech. Manly, Middle Tennessee State. University of Mississippi for Sydney Hamm. Give you a few more as we go along. Ball in the midfield settled there, now sent back, and let's see if it's picked up. Nice hustle there by Slavinsky. Slavinsky will bring it back to the midfield, now looking for options, trying to get it through, but it's blocked by one of the defenders on the far side. Also Calderoni over there. Toss in now, the fans approve. That is the Rush fans. Lobos Rush trying to fight back a 2-goal deficit. Still looking. That ball flicked out. And it will be a toss in on the far side for Premier. Leah Black over there. She will toss it in. Little battle on the far side between Sneed and Harpole. And it'll be a throw in for Rush. Lobos Rush. Here's the toss. Looking for some space, trying to get it through. A lot of legs of Premier players, and they stop that rush again by Rush. Now sent up. Here's an opportunity. Taking out the right, trying to get a right cross in possibly. Now taking it back to the left. Blocked there nicely. Bounces back to some of the Lobo Rush players. Sent in. Fighting for it. That ball sent out. It's going to be Kemp. Takes a whack at it. It's going to be off to the right. No touch, so it'll be a goal kick. Thought there might be a deflection, but that was not the case. So Knowles will go back. She will put it in play. We'll see what we've got here. 39th minute it looks like as we progress through. Knowles sends it out near the midfield circle, now in it. Ball deflected back. Here comes Sneed. Working it up. Sends it out to the left. Works it over there to Cabral. Cabral taking some time. Back through toward Carr. Carr spins. And off the hand. Fava picks it up. Good anticipation by Fava. She saw it coming and went right to that spot. Cabral, far side. See if she can get one into the box. Going 1v1, now 1v2. Sends it back out. Looking out there to Cabral. She'll send it in. Backside and the offside flag up again. Fiocca Miser, I believe, the guilty party on that one. I said interesting play earlier when the offside flag went up. Carr put it in the back of the goal. Put it on in the back of the net, and a little conference took place between the head official Martinez and the AR1 on the side, and the decision made that it was not offside, and the goal was allowed. That puts us at 2-0. Both those goals coming from Madison Carr. Carr, as we said, Towson University. That ball brought up toward midfield. Nice touch there to settle it. Fava now with it. Worked on the far side, bringing it up. It will go out. Chasing it down is Capocacia. They'll send it back up the pitch. Little space here. trying to get it past Knowles. You couldn't do it. Hustling up, almost getting a ball. Stalls tried to send it on forward, but a good rush that was thwarted. But coaches approving, giving some kudos there to the team. Carr settles it, but picked up by Stalls. Holly Stalls sends it in. Knowles is there. Knowles sends it up. And a good ball down the side. A little bit too much space there for Fiocco Miser. Coach saying just hang on, be patient. Both coaches stressing that. 44 is in. That's Maya Gargon. Committed to Christian Brothers University. Another commitment, Meredith Nye to Tennessee Tech. And here comes Fiocco Miser. And she's taken down. There's really no play on the ball. Looks like it was all studs and all boots there. So who will come up and take? Looks like Knowles is the player coming up to put it in play. I believe Reinhardt checking in. Reinhardt, a big, tall player. Let's see where she's coming in. Looks like she's listed as a defender, but she looks like she'll either be in the midfield or coming up forward. Of course, this is could be considered a set piece here, as Knowles should be able to put this ball in the box, and Reinhardt may be checking in just at the right time. 42nd minute. We'll find out our extra time coming up. So here we go. Knowles looking, puts the right foot on it. There's Reinhardt, comes toward her, but goes through right to the white shirts of Lobos Rush. Ball worked forward, getting around Knowles. That's no easy task, and then she recovers to get it back. Knowles, a very strong player in the midfield or on defense, wherever she is. Cabral, outside. Chasing it down, trying to get some space to put one into the box. Nice job by the defense interrupting it over there. Trying to see if that was Story, I believe. Ball worked up. Here's a ball sent down the side, headed down by Fava. Chested down there. Cabral taking it back to the far side. That was Black. Somehow she got to it, kept it in. Good hustle there by Leah Black. Sometimes it's hard to pick those plays up from this near side, but you see her light blue headband. That makes it a little bit easier. Coming to you field level. John Peters here on the microphone. We have Daniel Reed, our producer. Our camera folks doing an outstanding job. International crew. Georgia, Riyadh, and Maria. England by way of Greece. Bosnia and Colombia, South America. Here we go. It'll be a toss in there on the far side. Continue to work. Breeze still light, not a big factor, but that sun still can be a factor on a ball from the near side, maybe a corner or a shot that's taken at a pretty severe angle from the near side. There's a whistle. Foul back behind the play. Trying to get something done here before halftime. We're at the 45th minute unofficially. It looks like 2 minutes minimum will be added. So Fava now going up, working against Stalls. Ball down the side. That will be sent back in. There's a toss. That's a short one. As we're hearing now, minimum of 2 minutes of extra time. And that now being flashed up. Everybody can see it. Players, fans. Here's a ball up. Let's see if anybody can get to it. Hustling down. That ball's going to make its way toward the side. And as it crosses the line, Knoll shields it briefly. So Lobos Rush will try to get something on the board here. This is the championship for 18U girls. Both these teams have played through a year of competition to get to this level. And a big day it is. Probably for some, not much sleep last night. Thinking about the potential, the possibilities here. Also parents, coaches, that ball will sail off to the side. Let's see if Carr can get to it. That almost, that's a rarity, almost became a corner from the keeper. That ball had so much spin on it, the wind blowing that way as well. It was shanked off to the side, had that spin on it, and almost went over the end line, as you could see. Saved back there by one of the defenders. So this will be a toss on the far side. Here we go. Cabral now tosses it in. Reinhardt is in there. Tries to slip it back to Cabral, but she was not there. Defense stepping up. Black coming through. Maintains possession somehow. She went down to the turf and now steps back up. There's a foul that'll be put in play by Lobos Rush. So we are in the second minute of extra time. There could be another 30, 45 seconds coming. If you could get something going here, you would love to see, Coach Mcmanus would love to see a 1 on that board instead of a 0. Knowles will send it off to the side. Here comes the ball. Left ball sent in. Sent back, and that was picked up in there. Looked like an opportunity, but just couldn't settle it. So that first touch got away. Here comes Stahl. She'll send it in. Here's an opportunity again. Ball out to the right side. Work it in. Now turning and taken away by Black. Black, who's been very effective here in this first half. So we will go to halftime. As you see on the board, 2-0. And Madison Carr having a great championship match here with 2 goals. And we will step aside. John Peters, Daniel Reed. We'll be back for second half action in about 10 to 15 minutes. Proud sponsors AE Engine, Media and Marketing. Also AmericanEagle.com, sponsor of the U.S. Youth National Championship. Bag Tags Incorporated. Target. Also Chipotle Grill, Mexican Grill. Expand a Brand, sponsoring. Also, every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods, sponsors. MLS, proud sponsor. National College Student Athletes, NCSA. Nike, also a sponsor. Positive Coaching Alliance, better athletes, better people. Another proud sponsor, Premier International Tours. Soccer Shots, another sponsor. Also thanks to go out to Sunmade Raisins. Your Petro Shopping Center, TA. United Soccer Coaches, also a proud sponsor. USA Soccer. And Wilson Trophy Company, provider of trophies for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period, that's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
We made it to nationals, and that was amazing because we were one of the best, I think at the time it was 4 teams. It was a round robin, actually. So it was the best 4 teams in the whole nation. And so we thought we were just the next best thing since sliced bread. And I think that playing in that tournament was so surreal because you played against other club teams that were so good and at the same level as you that you don't necessarily always get the chance or opportunity to play against, which was so great for us because we were like, wow, these girls are like just as good as us, if not better, and we have to compete at the highest level and play these 3 games, or at that, it was a round robin, so we played the 4. But still, that just reminds me of how competitive I was and my teammates were at that age, which also I think helped me get to the next level. And being that competitive at the club level, I mean, has only helped me, continue to grow in my competitive spirit and level that I'm playing at right now.
The national championships was really, really special. I think that was like the biggest thing I had really won, and that's kind of for youth soccer growing up, that was kind of the ultimate prize. And I think we were always super ambitious in achieving that and to have that happen. And I think what's so special about youth soccer is that it's really your family. The girls that you grow up with become like your sisters, and you do everything, and there's just like such a strong camaraderie there. So to play with a team that you've played for a while with, and with these girls, it's a very special feeling to win something like that.
Those were really great moments because at such a young age, I feel like I was competing for something and really working hard to, perform for my team. And it was no longer just about, whatever the result is the result. I mean, at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But that was probably the moments that I was like, whoa, we got to win. We got a state championship on our hands that we could actually bring home. And I think those are really cool moments because, you remember a lot of the times that you win. You try to remember the losses as well because you do learn from them. But at the same time, you want to remember the wins that you have. So state championships were definitely a really important part of my memory.
Our state cup was fun. My team was very competitive. I mean, we had a lot of competition as well, but I can't remember how many we won. Maybe 9, I think, is what we counted with our team, which made it so much fun. That was always like the big goal at the end is win state cup, go to regionals, and go to nationals. And we always fell short going to nationals, so it still hurts today to even talk about. But I had so much fun in those tournaments, and my team made it even 10 times better to be a part of.
I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were and, making these lifelong bonds.
My name is Tony Mcmanus. We are the 01 Lady Lobos Rush out of Memphis, Tennessee. We were here in the finals last year. Unfortunately, did not finish it out, but that gave us a little bit of motivation going into this year.
It's been crazy, and it's just been really hard because everybody here is so good, and everybody is good because they win their state cup, and so there are other ways to get in, and so it's been really difficult. But we pushed through it, and we were able to come out on top.
For us, it's a little difficult because we work with a lot of underprivileged kids, kids that can't afford to really play at big clubs. So we're very small. We haven't been around very long. We put in a lot of work with the kids. We pick them up. We've been working with these guys, just try to give them a future, something to look forward to, get them out the streets, put them in a place where they can come and just have fun, meet other kids, and train hard, and just give them a goal, whether it's college or to the next level. So we've been very successful at doing that at this level. So it's been a great process.
well, this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You know, you want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team.
And welcome back, folks. As we go to second half action here, the assistant referees checking the netting of the goal, make sure everything's still secure, and we are set and ready for action. As we said, score 2-0. Both those goals coming from Madison Carr. You see her right here in front of us, number 16. And so I'm sure Coach Tom Mcmanus of Lobos Rush Premier will have some good strategy coming out this second half to adjust and try to put a couple goals up there, try to equalize things. On the other side, you would say that Coach Val Teixeira with his troops, very encouraged by what he's seen. Ball down the corner, defense is there, earn a corner, and it will start the second half in a positive note here for Lobos Rush. Try to pick out of course, the white uniforms for Lobos Rush, Colliersville, Tennessee team. Coach Tom Mcmanus, Mark Forrest, the assistant. Ball in the corner, you see the eyes shaded looking into the sun. Right foot brings it in. Pretty low ball, headed out. Applause goes up from the Premier SC bench. Ball out to the left side, chased there by Capocaccia. And it will be collected by Minnick. Shot put in there. Not a bad idea, particularly on this right side or at the other end on the left side, trying to utilize the sun that is shining. New keeper coming in for Lobos Rush, which was planned ahead of time. This is a team that uses two different keepers, one the first, one the second. This is Emily Samish, spelled I-S-C-H, committed to Mississippi State University in the SEC, one of several MSUs throughout the university sports world. So lining it up will be Knowles. Knowles with the armband, also as a captain. Sneed on the bench right now, I do believe, wearing the other one. Black will send it in. It's going to be a little bit hard. However, Carr works her way in. Let's see if it's going to be a corner cleared by the defense. I believe that was Nye that was in there to clear it, but that will lead to a corner. So this little cloud cover coming in. Referee reminding Knowles, I guess, to hurry over there, not waste any time. Time is of the essence here, particularly if you're Lobos Rush. So we saw yesterday a couple of yellow cards given for delay in a situation where players did not put the ball in play quickly and promptly. So Knowles steps in. She'll put the right foot into it. Here it is. Back post. Works its way through. Goes all the way through. Nobody touches it. Reinhardt will chase it down. See, we'll take it down toward the end line. And another corner. So here we go from the far side now. He'll bring it back in. Let's see who will put this one in play. Looks like Knowles jogging over again, although Reinhardt setting it down. They'll switch it up. And I'm sure Coach Martinez will remind them to do it in a speedy effort. Don't waste any time. So Knowles will step in. Right foot. This one should be bending out or floating across. Looks like it's going to float to the back post. Header there, Fava. Ball to the outside. It's a foot race. Lobos Rush wins it, clears it out, and we'll make sure that Calderoni is okay. And looks like Fava may have had some sort of head contact, and it's noticed here on the side by referee Melvin Rivas. So he's got a hit to the nose, he said, so play will continue. Ball worked back. A little pressure there from Carr. Now to the far side. Working it up, there's Nye. Nye stays with it. Now another defender in the midfield, a playing defender at that point, comes up to take it away. Say defender as in defense, not in the position defender. Ball back now to Samish. Samish now looking for options. She'll send it off here to the near side. Pressure by Fiocco Miser. We also got the assists on the goals earlier. I'll tell you what those were. The first goal, sending it into Carr, was Elguera. That was the assist. Give her the assist. The second goal, the assist going to Tona Fiocco Miser, number 17. Ball worked across. Reinhardt goes down, trying to get up, come up with it, but it gets all the way over to Nye. She'll send it forward. Stahl's flying in. Neal is there. Neal will work it back and sends it off of Stalls to give a Minnick a goal kick. We're early in the second half. 2-0 the score. Both those goals coming from Madison Carr. We just ran through the assists as well. But both coaches meeting with the teams pretty much the full amount, just working on some adjustments here in the second half. Knowles puts a foot into it. Wind seems to be knocking those down a little bit, maybe coming from left to right. Ball to Fiocco Miser. Sending it on up to Carr. And the defense with a little extra speed there stays with it. Is it going to go out? It will. Once again, our officials in the middle, Alan Martinez, AR1 Amanda DiBiasio, AR2 Gracie Baker, and the fourth official here right with us, Mr. Melvin Rivas. Officials doing a outstanding job this week. There's always controversies and questions, but sticking with it, doing a job coming from all over the country. 104 referees have the honor of working this week in the National Championship week. Ball worked through. Fiocco Miser putting the pressure on Cavisto. Coach Teixeira, I think his favorite word right now is forward, trying to work it forward. Nice job there by Calderone. Calderone right here in front of us, also working there is Capocacha. Ball to the far side, worked there by Manley. Manley sending to the outside, Story chasing Story. Back to Nye. In the middle, who's going to come up with it? Knoll steps in, gets it to player on the outside over there. I believe that is Miller. Miller, who did not start, stayed in, however, and Stalls, big player, playing tough up front, had some good opportunities in the first half. Lobos rush, looking for an option. There's a ball sent through, and it goes all the way through. And that was within maybe a foot or two of being outstanding opportunity. Here on the outside, moving in, that was Cavisto. Knowles now, she will set it down. So we said pretty early here in the second half, 8th minute. Stepping into it. Knowles now, this one will go all the way to midfield. Ball bounding around. Ball there by Calderone. Cabral steps in to take it away. Now a little space here. Fiocco Miser. Black. Carr looking. It's going to bound off, stays in. Good job there by Cavisto. She'll work 1v1. Goes past one defender. That's Black. Now Knoll steps up as well. Working in the middle. Flick back. Option here. Let's see if they send it on out a little bit. That'll be Nye. Nye sending it to the outside to Hamm. Hamm looks, sends it in, and it's scooped up by Minnick. A good opportunity. Lobos rush, working the ball around, trying to get a shot. They get one. So coach is excited at putting together a few passes, connecting as we've heard this week, a term that's used a lot. Yoko Miser works it across, tries to send it out to the right, but it finds the feet of Nye. Nye working now. Kemp will send it on up. Defender goes down. Working in. Hamm, shot, and it's going to be off the crossbar. Ball bounding around, still loose. Coming across, let's see who clears it away. Going to be a toss in right here. The excitement building here a little bit as you see a trying to chip away at a 2-goal deficit. Lauren Capocaccia. Let's see who we've got coming in will be Jenna Sneed. We mentioned Reinhardt coming off. Looks like she took a shot maybe in the thigh there. She's going to get some ice here from one of the trainers. More subs lining up. Ball tossed in. Ball worked around, and coach may have seen that shot off the crossbar and said, need to get some of the starting players back in after that threat. And see a hard hit there. Let's see who one of the players went down. That was Calderoni. And we've got a foul here, so working back in. Calderoni still a little gimpy there. She goes back up the pitch. The intensity is there. Sydney Hamm will put it in play. She hit one off the crossbar just a few moments ago. Let's see if she can put this one anywhere, either for a rushing player or put one up near the top corner. Here we go. Into the corner. There's a shot. It's low. Fava now heads it back out. Hamm turns, sends it back in again. This one will trail through, and Minnick will come up. They'll wait for her to pick it up. Stalls now will put the pressure on, and Minnick will pick it up. Saw in a match last night, that situation. The keeper tried to get a little fancy and play it around, dribble a little bit, and it was just stolen away and put in for a goal. So you've got to be careful. A little work in the midfield. 50-50 balls. Now Fava. Fava sends it up. There's a ball sent toward Carr. She's chasing it. But the defense right there with her. Carr seems to be a little more effective when there's traffic in the box. When that ball gets loose in the box, when they're tight around the top of that box, seems to be her greatest time there. She's chasing down the field. The defenders might have a little edge as far as speed. Two subs getting ready to come back in. These look like starters who are returning. So it'll be number 15, Brianna Bush, as well as number 9, Sofia Alguera, had the assist on that first goal. Coming off will be Kiana Miller and also Daniela Cabral. They put in some good minutes. Big part of this team. And now, after subs have come across, that ball laying over there, awaiting the arrival of Brianna Bush. Bush will pick it up. She's going to toss it in. There we go. Ball, let's see if they can get it in. It's going to be cleared away, so it'll be a corner here for Premier SC. Premier SC Navy out of Baltimore, Maryland, as we've said. Ladies Lobos rush Premier Collierville, Tennessee, near Memphis. So players gathering in. Fava puts her hand up. Let's see if she's one of the recipients. She does go up. It goes off her back. Now the defense will clear it away. Finally, Capocaccia gets it out. Trying to get up to Stalls. Stalls surrounded by a couple of Navy jerseys. Stalls will hand it off. Crowd over there giving some encouragement as they come by. Beautiful setting here, as we said, just absolutely gorgeous. The Shields Soccer Complex of Overland Park. And the weather just magnificent. Wind picking up a little bit right now, going from the near side to the far side. Throughout this week, being on field 3, it's usually come the other way from the far side to this near side. And we have seen absolutely magnificent conditions. Here we go, little run here, land some space. Ball sent forward, and so Stalls will run in. It looks like Coach Mcmanus really trying to put that high pressure, not getting it on that play, and may see a couple more subs coming in. That ball long when sent out by Minnick. Ball headed back. Carr now will send it to the outside. Send a look up there. Elguera working it on the right. She works it through, and it will go out over the line. It'll be a goal kick. I think we mentioned most of the folks who have and their commitments to universities. Sydney Hamm, of course, the leading scorer here for Lobos Rush this week, University of Mississippi. Getting ready to come back in will be Slavinsky, Middle Tennessee State, future Blue Raider. Guerra down the side. She's got time and space. And here it is, a cross into the box. There's a shot, and just didn't get much on it. Fiocco Miser came to her feet. She tried to volley right out of the air. Little one-timer, but didn't get a lot of pace on it. So coming the other way, Calderoni. Calderoni now. She goes down, right back up. Fava. There's a ball sent in. Looks like Canol's the nearest player. Hustling in is Kemp. Kemp will scoop it up. Minnick will scoop it up in front of Kemp. Kemp, the one player right there that showed some speed and flash trying to get inside. That ball by Canol sent out very deep across midfield. Now working it back in, Capocacha. Black turns down the line, tries to send it up, picked up by the defender. Canol's now pressure being put on by Stalls. Let's see if she can get to it. That ball will go across the end line, and Minnick will put it in. You feel, I don't know if you can hear that breeze. We feel it. Checking in will be Slavinsky and Block. Block will step in for Capocacha. Slavinsky, she is coming in as well. She'll trot to the front. So you're bringing in a forward and a defender here. Coming out will be Ashton Story. Coach Tom Mcmanus looking for some spark here. Look around the 63rd minute of this contest. Going the full 90 plus any additional time. So right now probably 27, 28 minutes. So here comes Nye. She'll send it in the middle. Working it up. Neal right there putting on some defensive pressure. Slavinsky, a tall player who's just checked in. Carr. Sneed. Fiocco Miser. Carr. Carr turns. Fava. Trying to get it to the outside. And now coming the other way. Trying to get it to Calderoni. Fava steps in. Bocanegra. Bocanegra stepped through. He's kind of hiding behind the Lobos rush player. Here's Calderoni. Worked in. She's shaking off that little mishap she had earlier. Slavinsky sends it to Black. Black stays with it. Works at the Carr. Right back. Little give and go. Ball sent back. Bocanegra. Trying to get it through. Sneed tries to step up, but Harpole is there to send it on forward. Fava, Sneed. And there's a foul. They had Fiocco Miser here on the near side, and Coach Teixeira, he will have no voice, by the way, after this, as he is very excited the entire match. Coach Mcmanus doing his job best to try to get this Lobos rush team fired up as well. Headed down. Madison Carr right there trying to play it. That's a nice ball, but Neal will step up, put a little spin on it. Ball gets loose, and here's a rush by the Lobos. And let's see, it's going to be a goal kick. So that ball brought in by Knowles. Knowles now will send it out. Phoebe Knowles, as we said, committed to Towson University. Ball around Carr. Carr looking. She's got an option outside. There's Fiocco Miser. She's working through. That ball blocked. There's no keeper in the area right now, but the white shirts surround it to protect. You see the keeper Samish in that light blue, very light blue. Here comes Carr. She slows back up as the defense catches up. Fiocco Miser. Collision. Referee says play on, a 50-50. Both players slow to get up. Ball worked in, Fiocco Miser. And that ball cleared away. So that foul will be called. Let's see, Fiocco Miser in the box. So it'll be sent back to Salmon. She'll key the play, get it started. Wind blowing left to right, maybe even a little near side to far side. So every once in a while it freshens up as this match continues on. Slavinsky gets ahead on it. Black clears it briefly. Fava now, she wins it. She wins it. Sends it on up. Fiocco Miser now working through. Sends it over to the open Sneed. Sneed forward, but no one there except the defense. Picked up there by Manley. She'll come the other way through traffic. Loses it toward the sideline now. She'll regroup. Back to Nye. On up to Stalls. Stalls with space. And tries to get it through for the rushing, I believe that was Cavisto on the near side trying to flash in. Ball cleared out by Fiocco Miser. Looks like Nia Christopher getting ready to enter. So Fiocco Miser steps off where she was. She is really spent. And she will come over here, get her substitute penny. Anybody on the bench wearing one of those pennies, just so there's no confusion. Ball worked by Block over to Harpole. Harpole sends it on over to Manley. Manley outside. Good possession here by Lobos Rush, working it up. Sydney Hamm taking it in, left foot, and Minnick will make the save and put a shot in there. Just happened to be right at the keeper. Keeper Minnick in the orange and black. That ball coming out. Nia Christopher, who's just checked in, has fresh legs flying down that far side. The defense doing a good job to stay with her, but she gets a little bit ahead. She'll send it across, and it goes up on the back side of the netting. So that was a good opportunity for Premier SC to get an insurance goal. They would love to do that. Obviously, Lobos Rush, a sense of urgency here, down by 2. Black. You have to believe, if you're a Lobos Rush fan, they've come so close that they're building up this offense to score a goal here, to bring it within 1 goal. There's a ball out to the side. Good work there by Slavinsky. She puts it off, and it'll be a corner here. Opportunity for Lobos Rush as the coaches cheer them on. Trotting over there will be Sydney Hamm. Hamm, obviously a famous women's soccer name. Happens to be 1 M instead of the Mia Hamm double M's. Here we go. Sydney Hamm. Ball in, middle of the box, headed by the defense. Carr will get a foot on it as well and clear it out. So good job by Premier to clear that one away. Ball on the near side, trying to get to it, and it will go out. It'll be a toss in here by Black. Leia Black again. Easy to pick up with that light blue headband. Targets here, possibly Sneed or Carr. She'll head it back to Christopher. Good chance, good example of knowing where your teammates are. Bocanegra now sends it up, but blocked by Harpole. Ball sent by Kemp. Working it up, that's Calderoni sends it out to the outside. Stovinsky. Calderoni in the middle, right through traffic. Good job there. Sending it over, and there's a ball to the side, and here comes a potential shot. Shot is taken, and it's going to go wide. Now another shot up and over the crossbar. Point blank. Point blank, just too high. And you just have to believe if your Lobos Rush coaches and fans, they've come so close that one eventually will tickle the back of that net. Knowles now, she will come up. She puts a good foot into it. She'll put it out there near the midfield circle on this one. Harpole sending it back. Working on back is, let's see if that was Kemp. I don't believe Kemp is back that far, but we'll double check that. Ball sent on forward. Stalls. Trying to get it to Cavisto. Right here in front of us, you have Block. Ball tipped forward. Manley and Block really anchoring down that back line, as well as Nye. Trying to send that ball all the way across. It's going to be settled there. And Fava takes it up. Elguera to Fava. Fava gets through a little traffic. Good ball there. Somehow Black gets to it. She'll send it in toward Christopher. Christopher flashing through, and Samish gets it out just in time. Ball here on the near side. And the ball goes off Calderoni. So Calderoni, one of the few uncommitted players out here for the Lobos Rush. Carr heads it back toward Christopher. When Christopher's in there, she seems to be the target, the prime target for Carr when she gets that ball. Here comes Hamm. Here's her speed. Knowles runs across. She stops the attack briefly, and now it'll go to Minnick. She'll pick it up. Stalls will force the pickup. 73rd minute. Working down 16, 17 minutes. Probably, this is unofficial, then you'll have the additional time. And quite a clean match here. This girls 18U contest has been very well played. And you've had opportunities this second half for Lobos Rush to chip away. Here comes Christopher. She'll work in. She's going to put a shot on it, and it's off to the side. Was it touched? It was, so good defense. Leads to a corner, so a good job also by Christopher earning that corner. Carr was racing in also with her to her left, but really no way to get that ball to her. Took the shot off the side, deflected, however, so going over will be Alguera. Alguera had the assist on the first goal and working alongside Madison Carr. They connected for the first goal way back in the first half. Here comes the ball, floating, going up for it. That ball gets loose. Sneed will chase it. Good job. You've got a good possible counter punch here. Here comes Stahl. She's going against Neal. Back toward the middle. Working it there is Kemp. Kemp sends it over to Cavisto. Cavisto stabbed away by Fava. Working it up is Nye. Trying to get a shot. There's a bounding shot sent in by Hamm. Looks like she might have clicked her foot on the turf or something a little bit slow getting up. Stahl's putting some pressure. Calderoni near side looking for option there. That's going to be block. There's a nice job sent in. Kemp looking. Somebody across. There's a shot and a score. That was Kemp. And I believe that shot went in from Slavinsky. We'll double check it. Scored by Slavinsky, and Kemp with the assist. So there it is, 2-1. 2-1 on the scoreboard. So LLRP now with 1. PRM, there's the score. You see that connection in the box, and it's in the back of the net. So great job by Lobos Rush. Chipping away. It's been a 2-goal deficit for quite some time. And now it's a contest here, a 1-goal contest. We'll see how well the Premier SC team will bounce back now. So for number 7, Slavinsky, her 3rd goal of this week. Here comes Bocanegra. Pressure up now, excitement and momentum leading the way right now of the Lobos Rush squad. Stepping up and coming in. Here's Christopher. She's got a couple of options on both sides. Sends that one over to Greenberg. Greenberg hustling in. She's got a little space. She sends it toward the middle, and the defense is there to knock it away. She had Christopher and, as well as Carr coming in the middle and the right. Good job by Hamm. Outstanding ball handler. Nice pass there. Gets it over to Kemp. Had the assist just a moment ago. Knoll says, I'll take it the other way. Knowles, a great defender. That ball the far side. Neal now, she puts it back. Carr with it. Far side, worked it around. It's right on that line over there, but somehow kept in play. Ball back up towards Stalls. Stalls has Knowles right with her. Ball sent, I believe it's Slavinsky. Ball worked around. Carr, they flick it toward Calderoni. That one's slapped away. That's Hamm, dangerous player. And it's going to be Greenberg who will tap it away. 77th minute. This ball will be tossed in here on the near side. Trying to get it into Stalls. Future University of Louisville Cardinal. That ball sent to Hamm. Hamm works through traffic, takes it in the box. Trying to get a shot. Now she will come back. Referee says play on. Working to get it in. Little traffic there. And there we go as Black takes it away. Comes the other way. And it comes right to the feet of Block. Block in the box. Neal sends it high in the air. Carr will try to get it back toward Christopher. Instead finds Calderoni. Calderoni, as the excitement builds here. Last few minutes, 13 minutes or so. That one blocked through the legs of the Premier SC defense. Harpole turns. Works with teammate Kemp. Kemp could have put the shot on it. Here's Hamm. She'll put a shot on it. That's going to fade off to the left, and it'll be wide. 2-1 the score here in the second half. We're around the 78th, moving to the 79th minute. There's extra time should come about. And so Knowles is given the yellow card for delay. So referee just making the point. So Knowles now will put it in play. That'll probably add a little extra time as well. So I'm not sure who gets the yellow card. I guess Knowles will get the card. There it is. The yellow card given a little, trying to speed things up, make sure the clock is utilized. Here's a long ball sent out by Knowles. Headed back toward Christopher. She'll settle it, but the defense is there. Chasing it down now is Greenberg. Greenberg, she'll turn. She'll put it down the line just a little bit off to her left, and that will go out of play. Looks like Block stepping up. Ball sent back, Block. High ball toward Carr. Carr goes up. She's foul on Hamm. So see if Block is okay. She's slow to get up. So Knowles now, she is quickly on the ball this time. And she'll put it back in toward the box. Christopher hustling in, punched away. Samish did what she could, punched it out. Good job. Here comes Black. Here comes Leah Black. Black now will take it back to Carr. Sends it Canoli. Canoli sends it, or Knowles, excuse me. Must be thinking of desserts. Knowles sends it in. Christopher tries to get to it. And Christopher bumps it away. And now we'll get a little lecture here from the lead official, Alan Martinez. Ball settled by Samish. Ball out to the far side. Work over there by Nye. Nye sitting up through the middle and gets it to Calderoni. Calderoni toward Hamm. Hamm has space. Knoll steps up. Kemp outside. Cavisto. Cavisto works through traffic. Still trying to work through that traffic. Kemp's there. Kemp gets a foot on it. Now taken away by the defense. Sent up toward Christopher. Ball to the side as Christopher goes down behind the play. Greenberg. And we've got possibly two players down at the moment. Greenberg down as well as Christopher. Slow to get up. I think everybody's up and ready. Sub getting ready to come in. It will be Maya Gargon. So Knowles will line it up. Put this right foot. It is 2-1, folks. It is a one-goal match right here. That ball will go all the way through. Picked up quickly. And a sub getting ready to come in. Number 44. And the 82nd minute unofficially. So coming out will be Block. She took a hard hit. She's going to come out. And took a shot there. Coming in will be Gargon. Maya wearing number 44. That ball bounding around. Here comes Christopher. She's was down a moment ago, but looks like she's up full strength now. Ball toward midfield. It'll be a ball set down and played. Christopher will trot by. The ball be put in play. Everyone moving up the pitch. Low, hard ball. Tipped on back and still further. Stahl's working her way in. She's going to head it down. Can she turn? And Knoll steps in. There's a ball sent in. Minnick, now she'll pick it up. There was one of what we just called about, maybe trying to dribble a little bit too much, but I don't want to get too fancy. That ball gets away, and a player jumps on it and scores right there at point blank. Ball to the back. Hamm has kind of stepped back in that back position as Block has come out. Worked on Fava, trying to put pressure. Hamm is there, however. Now here comes Greenwood. Sends it in toward Christopher. Christopher stepping through, still showing the effects of that collision earlier. It's a sub right here. Looks like Christopher will come out. And she took a pretty hard blow, went down briefly. Taylor will come in. And anybody that tells you that soccer's not a tough contact sport is incorrect. You see a lot of contact. Looks like some extra time will be added. We'll see right here in a moment. That will be shared with the coaches and then put up on the board right here in front of us. Hamm will toss it in. Sydney Hamm, long toss. Headed back. Sneed is there. Canoles. You've got the two captains for Premier SC now stepping back to anchor that back line along with Neal. A lot of defense set up trying to hold this 2-1 lead. There's Hamm. He's the scorer for this Lobos rush squad. Kicks it out to the side. Little space. Cross in, but it's going to be behind the goal. Ball sent by Gargone, who had to come in for block. Block went out. Just hard shot. She was hurting and came on out. We're on the 85th minute. Canoles now sends it in. That ball back down. I believe that was Bush who sent that one forward. Hamm looking for someone to get it to. And if you're Lobos rush, and I see Coach Mcmanus trying to send her on up where she can get another shot. That ball saved nicely out kept it in play. Worked into the box. Here's an opportunity. Sent all the way through, however, and that will trail off over the end line. Coach Teixeira with about half a voice left, hollering out at his team. Coach McManus doing the same, trying to spur these teams on. Canoles will now step into it. Didn't waste any time getting the ball this time. Received a yellow earlier for just delaying, not getting there to the ball quickly. And that one flicked away, and I'll tell you, Leah Black has played an outstanding match. Those fans there watching, I'm sure you've seen it. That ball, Canoles doesn't completely clear it. And trying to get that one back was Gargone. It's right on the line. And it trails off. Hard to see past the coaches down there as Gargone drops it in. That's a violation on the toss. More of a drop than a toss, so flag goes up. And here we go. Ball sent up toward Greenberg. And really, Calderoni now, she will try to get something started. Hamm over to Nye. Nye looking, sending it to the far side. Work it through. Defense plenteous here. Lots of defense set up, and they try to clear it out. That takes away any sort of offense right now for Premier SC, but they don't really care. Shot, and it's going to be off to the right. Fava having a chat with the official both players having a chat here. Fava and Kemp going to the principal's office. I guess in college-wise it'd be the dean's office. There's a ball loose. See if they can clear back. There's just onside. Carr will take it on down. Let's see if she's going to play it or take it on to the corner. She's going to move it to her right, and it will be a corner. Really, Carr, the only offense right now for Premier SC. They really don't have anybody else up. They're all playing defense pretty much in the back. So, Carr, your offense, and they're going to, referee will have them hurry on over, set up the corner. And what you might have here is a ball played to the corner and try to smother it there. 89th minute. So here we go. Ball smothered in the corner and now cleared out. Nice job by Lobos rush to get it away. Now they'll send it back in. Hamm will settle it. Hamm in the box. Now she'll work it forward. Has some space, sends it off to the left. However, Lizzie Taylor's there. She'll take it on down. Let's see if she'll take it toward the, calling for service into the box. And it's going to be goal kick. That Taylor giving some instruction there, maybe to just play that off the legs of the defense. Easier said than done. Ball coming up. Nye Brings it on up. Picked up there by Boca Negra, I do believe. Now Black. Black, she'll try to take it to the corner. Toss in here for Lobos rush. We got 5 extra minutes. Minimum 5 minutes as we approach the 90th minute. Ball sent in. Ball sent to the far side. Neal now steps up. She'll send it back and see if it goes across that end line. It does not. They're going to clear it off to the side. So right at the 90th minute, unofficially right now, 5 minimum will be added. Now here we go. Championship on the line. 18U girls. Trophy was here earlier. This will be a corner. Let's see if they put it in play quickly. Here it comes. Ball toward the top of the box. Deflected. Hamm, she can put a foot into it. She does, and it's off to the right. And once again, a lot of blue jerseys down there. That navy blue, mainly on the defensive side. Carr really the only player who is in a forward position. And you've got your keeper, Salmon. She's almost in the midfield circle, moving up. High pressure here. And Knowles now will step into it. That ball headed back. Carr there. She's going to try to take it on further back. And the foul called on Carr. She has that universal look of who me. So intensity ratchets up. You can just feel it here. I hope you sense it where you are. There's the ball to Nye. She can put a foot into it. She does, and it's a hard shot, but high and wide. So we're about a minute and a half into the extra 5, unofficially. Ball chased down. Now it'll be brought back down. And once again, reminded earlier about the necessity of speed in this situation. We had a yellow card earlier given for just slow play and delay. Here comes Knowles. Big foot put into it. It's going to come near side. Hamm steps on it, however, and let's hope she's all right. She'll step right back up, however. Ball sent right back in. We're going to have pressure for the next 3 minutes. You just feel it. That ball sent through. Knowles sends it out. And a ball on the shoulder. On hand. Here comes Hamm, sends it in. They'll let it go through. And it will go out, and it'll be a goal kick. Boy, oh boy, that was pressure once again being put on. Lobos rush about halfway through the 5-minute extra time. Trying to get the equalizer. Knowles now sends it out. Carr there. She'll try to work it down toward the corner. And she has a couple of white shirts there with her, giving her an escort down the side. Samish now sends it on over. Calderoni. Coach Mcmanus shouting out instruction. And a couple of defenders stepping up, working it through. Harpole sends it on in. Gets it over to Slavinsky. Slavinsky. There's Calderoni. She'll send it through, and really nobody there. So tried to serve it in there, but nobody there to receive it. So about 3 minutes and 15 seconds unofficially into this extra time. About 1.5 to go, we're told, and the pressure ratchets up even more. Knowles now, she'll put it out. Far right side. Will it go out? It will. And the fans will get it back in. Here's a toss in. Really 1 minute, that's going to go out, and that'll be a toss in. Looking for the tossee, tosser. Here we go. Neal now will grab it. And a yellow card given to Neal for a little delay as well. Here's the toss. Sent back to Neal, puts the left foot on it high in the air. Carr will go up, she'll head it back. Let's see, they're going to have to put it into the box. Everybody going down. And that ball will get through briefly. Gargone is in there, ball bounding around. And a push there, Gargone taking Taylor down, I believe it was. And they'll send it back out. Knowles will step up. Won't waste any time, puts it in play. Here's the breeze picking up as well. Doesn't really affect it, however. There's Carr. She's going to get a ball that comes forward. If she could have put a foot on it, she might have had a goal because Samish is way out. And that ball sent back to Stalls. Stalls works it to the outside. Nice, sends it in. It will find Minnick, and she'll settle it. They got to put the pressure on. Checking the clock here unofficially, right down to the end. They're waiting, watching for the whistle here, listening for the whistle, watching for the hand of the official to go up. That is it, a championship, a national championship going to Premier SC out of Baltimore, Maryland. Coach Val Teixeira, Jimmy Knowles and his team celebrating. And big time game for Madison Carr with 2 goals. And they will be presented the trophy and the game ball. And so the team's coming off. No need to hang your head if you are this Lobos Rush Premier squad. And they have had just an incredible season. They brought it back within 1. Tears of joy, tears of sorrow. And a hard-fought match here results in a championship for this Premier Navy SC squad and a little Gatorade bath as well. Well, we're going to step aside here, and we will be ready to let's see if as they present this championship to Premier SC, I know you folks at home are saying as well that you, congratulations there. Congratulations as well to the Lobos Rush squad as they have played a tremendous season. Congrats to them. Congrats to both teams. Again, the national champions in the 18U girls bracket. It goes to the Premier SC Navy team of Baltimore, Maryland. John Peters, Daniel Reed, we say thank you again for joining us for this U.S. Soccer National Championship match. Proud sponsors AE Engine, Media and Marketing. Also AmericanEagle.com, sponsor of the U.S. Youth National Championship. Bag Tags Incorporated. Target. Also Chipotle Grill, Mexican Grill. Expand a Brand, sponsoring. Also, every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods, sponsors. MLS, proud sponsor. National College Student Athletes, NCSA. Nike, also a sponsor. Positive Coaching Alliance, better athletes, better people. Another proud sponsor, Premier International Tours. Soccer Shots, another sponsor. Also thanks to go out to Sunmade Raisins. Your Petro Shopping Center, TA. United Soccer Coaches, also a proud sponsor. USA Soccer. And Wilson Trophy Company, provider of trophies